Good morning and once again welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. And in this video we want to understand example 12 of Algebra 10, whereby we have the difference between two fractions which is equals to 3. And as you can see, there is one fraction subtracting another, and the best approach to this is actually coming up with LCM, which is the product of the two brackets, since they are having nothing in common. So our LCM is x minus 2, x plus 1. When we divide this LCM by this denominator, we get the other. So in the numerator we have x plus 1 minus 2. This LCM divided by this, we get this. So we have x minus 2, which continues to be equals to 3. Opening the brackets, we have x squared plus x minus 2x plus 4, everything over x minus 2, x plus 1 continues to be equals to 3. This is 3, not 2, equals to 3. And if we may want to attempt to simplify the numerator, we have x squared, which has no partner, plus x minus 2x is minus x. So we have x squared minus x plus 4 equals to x minus 2, x plus 1 continues to be equals to 3. And now that these are two equal fractions, obviously 3 is over 1. We would want to cross multiply and have x squared minus x plus 4 equals to 3, open bracket, x minus 2, x plus 1, close the bracket. If we may want to attempt now to open the brackets, we are going to have the left hand side equals to x squared minus x plus 4 equals to, let's first of all open out this one, 3x minus 6 multiplying now x plus 1, which continues to give us x squared minus x plus 4 equals to 3x squared plus 3x plus 3x minus 6x minus 6 minus 6x minus 6 minus 6x minus 6. Eventually, let us just go step by step and simplify the right hand side, and we're going to have x squared minus x plus 4 equals to 3x squared minus 3x plus 3x minus 6x is minus 3x minus 6. Now we want to believe that this one is a quadratic equation, and by all means we have to identify, we have to realize that it has to be equals to 0 on one side, on the right hand side, and therefore we should be clever, we should be wise to know which side goes to which side. And if you ask me, I would take all the terms in the left hand side to the right hand side. Reason being, I have 3x squared here, which is going to subtract x squared, and we end up with positive 2x squared, because I do not want to work with a negative quadratic term. And therefore we have 3x squared minus x squared, which is 2x squared, minus 3x plus x is minus 2x, minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10, which now is equals to 0, because we leave 0 at the left hand side. And if you look at this one, all of them are divisible by 2. So by 2, by 2, and by 2. So eventually we have a simplified quadratic equation, which is x squared minus x minus 5 is equals to 0. I would want us to challenge ourselves and give it the approach that we have always given the other quadratic equation to solve. And let's attempt to have B and AC approach and see whether this is possible. Our B is -1 and our AC is -5. Ladies and gentlemen, which numbers do we add? They give us a -1, and at the same time we multiply them out, they should give us a -5. And you will take all the time, and we don't have such whole numbers. Numbers where we add, we give, when we add, we get a -1, and when we multiply them out, we get a -5. We have -5 and 1, which is giving us a product of -5, but -5 plus 1 is -4. If we may want to try out +5 and -1, the product is okay, but +5 plus 1 is positive, plus -1 is +4. So there are no such whole numbers. How now do we go about it? We have an alternative method, which we have always called the quadratic. We should go the quadratic formula way, the quadratic formula method. And as you know, in our quadratic, we always have x. X is always equals to, x is equals to minus b plus minus the root of b squared minus 4ac, everything over 2a. And this is just what we are going to say. In this case, you can see a is 1, b is -1, and c is -5. So x is going to be minus b, which is minus -1, which is 1, plus or minus the square root of -1 squared minus 4 times 1, which is a, times minus 5, which is our c. Everything over 2a, which is just 2 times 1. And once we simplify this, we are going to have our x equals to 1 plus or minus 1, and this is minus 4 times 1, which is minus 4, times minus 5, which is 20. So 1 plus 20 all over 2. And we are going to have x being equals to 1 plus or minus the root of 21 over 2. And it is now our duty to find out what is the square root of 21. What is the square root of 21? And as far as we are concerned, let us bring on board a calculator. The root of 21 is, the square root of 21 is around 4.58. Let us talk about plus or minus, because the square root of any whole numbers is plus or minus. So it's 1 plus or minus 4.58 over 2. If we take the plus first, we are going to say x is equals to 1 plus 4.58 over 2, which is 5.58 over 2, and this one is 5.58. When we divide this one by 2, 4.58 plus 1, we get 5.58. When you divide this one by 2, we simply get 2.79. It is an estimate. So our value of x, if that is the root we are going to take, is going to give us x is equals to 2.79. That is one value, one possible values of x. So if we take the negative part, which because we are talking about plus or minus 4.58, x could also be equals to 1 minus 4.58 everything over 2. And what is 1 minus 4.58? We have negative 3.58. We have negative 3.58. Everything over 2. When we divide this by 2, we simply get negative 1.79. We are going to get, again, x. It is possible that x is negative 1.79. And those are the two solutions to the value of x in that particular expression. Remember, we had to solve this equation the way it is, and we have gone all through all these steps, and we have identified our value of x to be 2.79 and negative 1.79. Thank you, and let us meet in the next video.